I'm a big believer that your wedding day should be about you as a couple. It shouldn't be about tradition, what your parents want, or how you think you should be celebrating. Early on in the planning process, I think it's a really good idea to have a sit down with your partner and to have a really good discussion about what you want your wedding day to look like, feel like, taste like, and all the little things that you'd like to be involved in your day. The first decision you need to make together is whether you'd like a wedding day surrounded by all your friends and family, or if you'd like to do something just for yourselves and just elope. To legally elope in the UK, you do still need to give notice, so it does still take a little bit of planning in advance. However, you don't have to think about the logistics of guests and entertainment. To elope, you still need 2 witnesses. This could be your parents, a friend, a sibling. Whoever you choose, they need to be there to witness the ceremony to make it legally binding. Elopements can take all the fuss out of wedding days, so if you're someone who knows that you'd hate all the lead up to the wedding, you hate the idea of people watching you walk down the aisle and having your first dance, then an elopement can be a really good thing to consider. There's nothing stopping you from having a party later on, or possibly when you get home if you choose to elope abroad, but it just takes all of the pressure off a traditional wedding day. If, however, you're looking forward to all the planning and you couldn't picture a wedding without all your family and friends by your side, then a wedding day is probably more your style. There are more decisions that you need to make when it comes to a wedding day rather than an elopement. The first one is booking your wedding venue. Without your venue, you can't set your date, and therefore you can't book any of your other suppliers, so it's a pretty important one. Your wedding venue is one of the biggest decisions that you will make for your wedding day. There are so many options and there are so many different venues out there that you will definitely find one that stands out and where you can definitely picture your wedding happening. While you're looking at venues, I would really recommend having a chat with the venue organiser. This way you can get a good feel for what you are and aren't allowed to do at their venue and how you can personalise your day. This can be anything to do with timings, whether you want a band or DJ, what wedding activities you're allowed, and if you can have an indoor or outdoor ceremony. Different venues have different rules, and some venues will be more willing than others to let you personalise your day. Have a good look on social media and their websites first to see which venues you like the look of before you go and visit them. This will help you narrow it down a little bit so you're not just trawling through thousands of wedding venues. My friend Hannah set up the Giraffe Shed last year. They're a very quirky wedding venue in North Wales. On social media, Hannah is hilarious, sweary, and their venue definitely has a very specific style and feel to it. I think Hannah's venue is brilliant, and if I was getting married, it would absolutely be at the top of my list. However, they know that they are absolutely not for everyone, and this is a good thing. You don't want a venue that ticks everyone's boxes. You want something that's a bit more unique and that you can personalise to your own day. You may be looking for a venue with a certain style or a venue that's completely a blank canvas. I promise you it is out there, it is just a case of trying to find it. If you are looking for a blank canvas, then it's really worth considering a village hall. Not only are they quite cheap, but you can also personalise them exactly how you want it. Although it does come with the added extra of having to do a lot of the work yourself, because obviously there's no venue organiser as such to fall back on. Have a good think about your venue choice. This is the main aspect of any wedding day, so it's worth having a think about it and not rushing into any decisions. If you take anything away from this video, please let it be this. Weddings have been happening since forever. This means that there are a lot of traditions that go along with them. You do not have to follow tradition. Rules are made to be broken, and I don't think anyone getting married should just blindly follow tradition without actually thinking about what it is that they want for their wedding day. You don't have to have anyone give you away if you don't want to. You can elope if you want to. You don't have to wear a white dress. You don't have to wear a dress at all. You don't have to do speeches, but you can do speeches if you want to. And women can do speeches at weddings. You don't have to have a bouquet, you don't have to have any flowers at all. You don't have to have a first dance, and you definitely do not have to cut the cake. If you don't fancy doing any of these things, then just don't. I've shot a wedding where a bride had an awesome clutch bag instead of a bouquet because she wasn't really a massive fan of flowers, so it wouldn't have made any sense for her. I have shot a wedding where the bride walked herself down the aisle instead of getting her dad to do it because she simply didn't want a man giving her away to another man. I've shot a wedding where the bride wore a red dress. I've shot a wedding where the couple just didn't do the evening bit because they weren't really a fan of dancing. All of these weddings were awesome because the couples did exactly what was right for them. You don't have to blindly follow tradition. You should be personalising your wedding to exactly what you want. Your wedding day is about the two of you committing to each other for the rest of your lives. That's a pretty big thing, and I think you need to remember while planning that your wedding is about the two of you and your relationship and celebrating that and nothing else. With that in mind, I think it's really important that you both incorporate your interests into your wedding day to really make it your own. There are lots of different ways that you could do this. You could have vinyls from your favourite bands for your seating plan, you could theme the day around your favourite colour, or you could have your favourite food for dinner. You could include activities into your day that you and your partner like doing together. This could be board games, you could hire arcade machines, or you could do some cocktail making with your guests. You could base your entire day around your favourite films or books, or if you're obsessed with houseplants, you might want to dot them everywhere around your venue. You might be massive foodies and you might have different street food trucks for your meal with a donut van for dessert. Whatever it is that you love as a couple, take all those things, put them together, and you will really make your wedding day the best day ever. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe because I'm planning to make new videos every single week.